The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it is Sunday. And you know what that means? It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, Horse and Buggy, FedEx, and of course, that old outlaw Waylon Jennings. We talk about everything that came through the door during this holiday season as the Christmas countdown is upon us. It is truly the holiday season, and I got my finest Ultimate Warrior Christmas sweater, or one of them, I'll put it that way. It is Christmas sweater season here on the channel, and a lot going on the channel as well. But let's recap some of the housekeeping stuff, then we'll get into the weekly purchases as we usually do. Of course, thank you to all you Patreon members and a lot of new Patreon members in the last week. Hopefully you're enjoying the content over there. Of course, you get early access to videos, bonus content, Q&As, pizza reviews, dog stuff, first dibs on It's So Hard to Say Goodbye items, a lot of stuff going on over the Patreon, and best of all, you do support the channel. And I know a lot of you guys signed up for the early access to the Toy Room Tour, where we do my house tour. We do it, I was going to say every year, but I guess we skipped a year basically. But quite the tour. It sounds like a lot of you guys have really enjoyed that. Thank you to all you Patreon members out there for checking out and following along and supporting the channel. So thank you guys. We did have Patreon giveaways, of course, for December. I always plug those. This month's giveaway is Profit Director Pimp Daddy Destro. We're giving him away. We're also giving away the entire G.I. Joe Classified series from the Snake Eyes movie. So we're going to have those figures as a giveaway. So 2 chances to win the month of December. So I appreciate all you Patreon members. How about we get into a few other things? Of course, Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. But man, oh man, the cyber sales are getting hotter and hotter. But also, the stock is being depleted. So if there's something you're watching, you better get after it now, because I have a feeling a lot of these things, when they're gone, they are gone forever from Ringside. They're not going to be restocking a lot of these older series. And you can get some guys like Buddy Murphy Elite for $2.99. Absolutely crazy. They're basically paying you at this point to take some of those away. So check out Ringside for your last second needs, I guess, in wrestling figures. There's some deals. Next week's video, I'm going to show a lot of the stuff I bought. I picked up a ton of stuff over the last week, so I should have that sometime next week. So stay tuned to weekly purchases next week for my big Ringside haul. Also got a little bit of a Ringside haul this week as well. I also want to talk about Entertainment Earth, another good supporter of the channel here. Actually, Entertainment Earth, they even sent me a little Christmas card. How about that? Very nice of them. They sent me a little Christmas card. I thought that was really nice. And then they sent me some pins. There you go. So thank you, Entertainment Earth. Of course, once again, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. And of course, anything over $39 does ship free. One thing I picked up this week, and if you guys follow along on my Twitter, SirPaul64, and of course, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, make sure you're following my social medias. Throwing a lot of hot deals from a lot of these places up there, getting you guys first dibs. A lot of stuff sells out pretty quick, but I did get that RC G.I. Joe Vamp vehicle. It was normally $50. They had it clearance down to $12.69 plus free shipping, plus discount code Kyle, save another 10%. Man, I mean, I don't know how they made any money on that one. So I did pick that up. That'll be in next week's weekly purchases. But a lot of great deals over there on Entertainment Earth. And like I said, Kyle, save yourself 10%. There's deals to be had. You're going to see a lot of them in this very video. Now let's recap the week that was on the channel. One thing I guess I will say too, look for me at Monday Night Raw this week. I'll be in the second row for Monday Night Raw. I think I'll be right on the aisle, right where the wrestlers come out. So you might see a familiar face on Raw if you're eagle-eyed, of course, but we'll be there at Raw this week. So just wanted to point that out there. And it's a tough week too. I was really looking forward to seeing my boy Matt Riddle. I guess that's not going to be in the cards. Definitely not going to see Mandy Rose either. What are we doing? What is going on in this world? So 2 of my favorites on both sides of the spectrum. Out for now at least. Riddle will be back. I don't know about Mandy, but Mandy, we're going to miss you. We'll remember the happier times. Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? But let's recap the week that was. And of course, last week, we talked in the Toy News video about AEW, and a lot of people saying, where are the AEW figures? Where are the AEW figures? Well, I'll tell you where they are. They were on the channel this week. We unboxed a ton of new AEW figures. We unboxed the Amazon exclusive Sting Darby Allin 2-pack. We unboxed the AEW Amazon exclusive Lucha Express, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, of course, 2-pack. We unboxed the AEW Shop Zone exclusive, or Shop AEW, I guess not Shop Zone, Shop AEW exclusive of Sheeta, the 1 of 3,000. We unboxed that one. And we unboxed the Ringside Collectibles Thunder Rosa Blood and Guts. So we had 4 AEW unboxings on the channel of new stuff. So check out those videos. We also, of course, a Tuesday tradition, you guys know, Jack's Classic Superstars video. Tuesday tradition here on the channel. We did that this week. We did the top 5 Rey Mysterio figures of 2022. We did, of course, do the Hulk Hogan top 10 of 2022 a couple weeks ago. Now we got the Rey Mysterio top 5 of 2022. I was really hoping to do an Ultimate Warrior top 5 of 2022, but so far, no sign of the Dingo Warrior. I was hoping to have that in the list. So if that comes in this year, I will do a top 5 Ultimate Warriors of 2022. If not, I'm not going to do that video, I guess. But we'll see. But I have heard reports of the West Coast finding Ken Shamrock over there. So I have to think very soon, probably first of the year is probably where it's going to happen. But those got to be hitting Target Legends Series 17. So stay tuned for those. More to come on those, of course. We also unboxed Chella Toys, Big Daddy of the Hulk Hogan of the UK. In some ways, that is true, as crazy as it does sound. But we did unbox that on the channel this week. So hopefully you guys enjoyed all the wrestling content. But then we did some other stuff. We did some G.I. Joe. You guys know I love the classified, and we got a little classified talk in weekly purchases this week. But we unboxed Dusty from the G.I. Joe team, and we found a little hack action on that one as well. And we unboxed the Crimson Guard. So very cool army builder as well this week. We did some Marvel Legends. We unboxed Ghost Rider. We unboxed the brand new Daredevil 3-pack. We unboxed Scorpion. So some Marvel Legend stuff there. We also unboxed the Spring Not Leonardo. It's not Leonardo, but it might look like Leonardo, but it's not. We unboxed that on the channel this week. Masters of the Universe Camo Con. Oh, Camo Con. The Mattel Creations exclusive. We unboxed that one. We did my top 5 Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures of 2022 video, so a very fun one there. An interesting year for Marvel Legends. In this next weeks or so, we're going to have the top 10 MCU figures of the year, top 10 comic book edition figures of the year, so stay tuned for that. Probably do 2 different He-Man list top 5s, probably a Turtles top 5 or top 10, and of course we got to do Mattel Elite top 10 of the year, we got to do AEW Jazzwares top 10 of the year, so we got a lot of best ofs, and then of course miscellaneous figures of the year, and then we take all the winners from all these separate videos, we put them into the grand finale, we do the top 10 figures of 2022, we find out what the best figure of 2022 was. Of course, we unboxed all of them on the channel this year, so it'll be a very, very good video, so stay tuned for that one as well. Make sure you subscribe to this very YouTube channel. We also unboxed the Loot Crate, the final Ninja Turtle Loot Crate. We unboxed that this week as well. And then we also did the weekly figure hunt, a Friday tradition here. Went and saw Santa, took the kids, the dogs had fun. There was a lot going on in that video this week, but Santa and me, man, we're thick as thieves. We're tight as ever. He said I'm going to have an absolute fabulous Christmas this year, and I'm going to hold him to it. He did pull me aside, and he did say, Kyle, I really do enjoy seeing you every year. And he also said, hey, and you can see it, it's in the video. He said, hey, get me a picture. Tell the guy that's taking the picture, make sure he prints me off a copy, because I want this for my personal collection. So quite the Santa out there. He enjoyed his time with Galactus. Galactus was very happy to sit on Santa's lap, and he's going to get some planets for Christmas to devour. So good for him. There's nobody on those planets, so it works out perfectly. So Galactus coming in hot. So there is the week that was on the channel. A lot of stuff going on. I'm sure you guys are just as busy. A lot of people finishing up their work week for the year. A lot of people are going to be off the next couple of weeks. You lucky devils out there. So people getting some time off. That's always fun. So it should be a good close to 2022. We'll see what 2023 brings. Should be a lot of good stuff in 2023. I got some surprises for you guys in 2023 you're not going to believe. So I hope you guys stay tuned. Much more to come on that in the future. Some really, really cool, fun stuff. But let's get to it. Let's get down to the weekly purchases. Let's kick it off. And let's start with, why not G.I. Joe? Why not G.I. Joe? Of course. Crimson Guard, got another Crimson Guard through the mail. I have 2 of these now. I'm thinking I might need 1 more. And then there's, of course, the Walmart version coming. How many of those do I need? At least 1, maybe 3 and 3. I'll figure it out. But the Crimson Guard through the door this week. And then hot off the truck at Target, we got Duke. We got the Ram Cycle. Should be an interesting one. Look forward to this review coming at you sooner than later. You guys know me. I love my Joes. I got to get after the Joes as soon as I can. So Duke and Ram Cycle is there. I love this Joe a week thing we got going. We got like a new Joe figure every single week for like the last 5 weeks. It's been fun. I could have more of that. How about the Sunman 3-pack, an interesting one. Of course, this did go on a hot sale at Target for $24.99. That's when I swooped in and I got my Minim box set for $24.99. There's no way I was paying $50 for this bad boy. Space Sumo coming back out from Mattel Creations, as we know as well. So interesting times in the Masters of the Universe world, and I guess the Sunman world as well. So we got those. How about a little Marvel Legends this week? We already did unbox this, but I technically wasn't in last week's weekly purchases. The Daredevil 3-pack, very, very interesting. A bit controversial, especially on Bullseye. Elektra, very interesting. Daredevil, somewhere in the middle. Check out that review on the channel if you are so inclined. How about another Marvel Legend one? We got the 2-pack, the Heralds of Galactus. We're finishing off our Galactus display. I got some work to do. I got to give a call to that backdrop guy, of course, on Instagram. I got to hit him up. We got some work to do. We got these two through the door this week, so excited to see that. How about a little Shop Disney / Hasbro Pulse exclusive Marvel Legend Cyclops animated series. A lot of people want this one, myself included, so we'll unbox that on the channel. Got the Amazon exclusive, one of those ones that was supposed to come out in February. All of a sudden, hey, now it's coming tomorrow. It is Killmonger from the What If wave. An interesting one. Long game might be the way to go on this one. We'll talk about it on the channel in the next week or two. I'm sure we will. How about that? Then I did get Camo Con. We unboxed him on the channel, but I did technically get him in this week's weekly purchases. Got him in his figure case all ready to go. Of course, you guys know how I do it. I always get two of these guys. I get one for min unbox, one for hanging on the wall, min unbox, and then one to open, of course. So we did get these. So I got 2 Camo Cons through the door this week. Always very cool. And then, what else we get here? We got Krang, we got Leatherhead from that Loot Crate. These are the only 2 things outside of the figure I think I'm going to keep from that latest Loot Crate. I might put this in my bag. We'll see what happens. But I got to get those 2. The Loot Crate, a little bit out with a whimper, I'd say. But at least we got everything finally. Even though it was late, we still got everything. So that is good in the long run, of course. And then speaking of, we did get the Armagon. What is it? Armagon. Yeah, I think that's how it's said. But we did get him. Looks like a street shark, as I said in the video. But we will unbox him on the channel one of these days. Sooner rather than later, how about? I did find this one on the toy hunt. You saw it on the figure hunt. Found this at Target. Snizzard Power Ranger Lightning Collection. Now, you guys know it's a weird thing with the Power Ranger Lightning Collection. I did sell all my Power Rangers. I said, I'm going all in on the Super 7s. That's what I'm going to do, and that's what I've done. So I sold my Power Ranger Lightning Collection figures, but I have kept the monsters, at least for now, and I do really like the monsters, except for Pumpkin Rapper. He drove me absolutely insane. You saw that review. Yeah, King Pharaoh was the other one. Is that his name, King Pharaoh? Now I'm drawing a blank, but I remember getting pretty upset in that review. You saw me throw him across the room because I was so frustrated with his wings. So we've had some hit and misses, but more hits than misses with the monsters, we'll say. So I did pick him up. A very interesting one. Looks like you could fit in with the Snake Men in your Masters of the Universe collection as well. But Snizzard is here, so we'll unbox him on the channel fairly soon. I got this, got to get a deal, $7 on clearance. I said, what the heck? I love myself some Predator. I have seen all the Predator movies. I know you guys always say, how have you not seen this? How have you not seen that? Well, I have seen all the Predator movies. Predator here, $7. Said this would be worth to check out just once. There are 3 versions, so if I really like this one, I might get the other 2, as they all seem to be $7 at Walmart on clearance right now. So if you're looking for this guy, that's the place to go, is Walmart. He's also a Walmart exclusive, so it's the only place you're going to find him. But did get Predator through the door. Got one last thing in round 1. That's going to be a 2-rounder weekly purchases this week. I did pull the trigger. We'll see. I figured speak now or forever hold your peace. I did pick up the Walmart exclusive Funko Pop Deluxe Metallica Master of Puppets box set. Man, give me the Kill 'Em All box set. I want Dave Mustaine in here, but I don't think that's going to be in the cards. But this is very, very cool. This seems to be the hot one. Is U2 is warming pegs, as they should. I mean, let's be honest, they should be. Run DMC, unfortunately, warming pegs. I met Run DMC back in high school. It was quite the time for me. Run DMC's there, U2. What was the other one? Oh, Kiss. That Kiss one I'm surprised isn't selling as well as I thought, but Metallica seems to be going really quick, and that makes sense. They are the best of those bands, but the Kiss one's pretty cool as well. I will put that as a cool one, but I did pick this one up. Not sure if I'm going to keep it. You know, you got 90 days to return it if you want to. It's a little pricey at $50, but I said it better to buy it now, and I can always think about it. So that's where I'm at. I'm thinking about it, but I did pick up the Metallica Master of Puppets Walmart exclusive box set out on the hunt this week. So there's round 1 of weekly purchases. Let me move some stuff around and let's do round 2. All right, we start off round number 2 of weekly purchases, and I really should have started weekly purchases off with this pickup, as this is probably the biggest Grail piece, expensive piece I've picked up in quite some time. You guys know me, I'm the master of the long game, except when I'm not. But I did play the long game, the multi-year long game on this one. Got this for a screaming deal. There's a lot of deals to be had this holiday season. We know about inflation. We know a lot of people jumping out of collectors, or collections, more like it. And I found something this week on eBay. I could not believe it, and I had to swoop in and pick it up. Got to get a deal. What is it? It is a 1 of 100 Jakks Classic Superstars glow-in-the-dark Undertaker. Only 100 of these bad boys in the world, and I finally got one. Getting closer and closer to my complete 1 of 100 set for Jakks Classic Superstars, so very cool to finally have this Undertaker in hand. Very interesting. And this did come with another version of the 1 of 3,000 Undertaker, so I actually have 2 1 of 3,000 Undertakers for sale. So if anybody needs one of those, hit me up. I'll give you a below eBay deal on that one. But it was came together in a 2-pack sale. Very happy to have this Taker. Very, very hard to find after all these years. And it is glow-in-the-dark, the only glow-in-the-dark Jakks Classic Superstars figure ever released. So I did get that this week. That is a Grail item to many. That is a pricey, pricey piece. It is one that is very hard to find. So there you go. Got a few other things we talked about earlier. I did unbox these right away. It is the Ringside Collectibles Thunder Rosa exclusive. And, of course, the Cella Big Daddy. There you go. See you later, Big Daddy. Big Daddy is not so bad. I know a lot of people said I've never heard of him and stuff, and I always say you got to just check everything out. And I checked it out. I talked the story. I might have been in that video or another video where I talked about it was a little kid when there was no WWE Network. There was none of that. Little kids wanted as much wrestling as they could, so they go to their local library. You go to weird stores. You get weird VHS tapes. I remember having a VHS tape of best of like British wrestling as a little kid. I remember I had one like golden era or something like that of wrestling. It was all black and white stuff with the kangaroos and things like that. Gorgeous George. I remember watching all that stuff back in the day. So I knew enough to be dangerous about Big Daddy. Very happy to have this with Giant Haystacks. They do look really, really good together. And then, of course, Thunder Rosa, a very, very cool one. I gotta say, I wasn't thinking a lot about this one, but this one has really grown on me. There's a possibility she could be in my top 10 year-end AEW list. That's how good of a figure that one is. A few other things, non-wrestling. We'll do non-wrestling, then we'll get back to some wrestling. I did get a few different things this week. I did get the Purge Trooper Phase 2 armor. You saw me find this out on the figure hunt, so I did get him this week. And then I did get Crosshair, the Imperial Edition, the bad version of Crosshair. I finally got this one after a long wait. And then I did get another good one. Do you see it? It's the Invisible Man. I guess a really cool figure where you can just say, hey, here's my Invisible Man figure. He's invisible. But I did get the NECA Universal Monster Invisible Man figure. Got one for me, got one for my dad. So we'll see. I'm going to try to get my dad in the channel here in the next week or two. We'll unbox old Invisible Man together. Always fun to have my dad here on the channel. I know a lot of you guys enjoy that. I do as well. So we're going to try to unbox that Invisible Man sooner rather than later. So there it is. The rest is wrestling stuff. And we did get some good wrestling stuff through the door. How about Elite Series 99? Dangerously close to Elite 100. We got the Chase Boogeyman. All these chasing everybody around. There it goes. We got the Boogeyman. And then we do got the regular edition of the Boogeyman as well. Looking really good. Got the Boogeyman there. My boy, not going to see him on Monday at Raw, unfortunately, but we got old Matt Riddle looking good. Hey, Randy, there it is. Comes with a scooter, first time in the line. Very good-looking figure there. We do get Seth Rollins, Iowa's own Seth Rollins, of course. We do got him. Wouldn't be shocked to see him win the U.S. title. He's in his home state. He's royalty here. Very crazy. We did get old Farmer Brock Lesnar. Now, as we all do know, as we talked about in Toy News a few weeks ago, they did announce a Chase version of this. So the minute that went up on Ringside, I ordered the Chase. The Chase apparently will be here sometime this weekend. So we'll get to that sometime during the week. But I did order the Chase as well. As that was a little bit of a secret, a little bit of a shocker that we got 2 Chases in Elite 99. Very cool. We did get Happy Corbin, and when I ordered that Brock Lesnar Chase, I was going to order another version of Happy Corbin so I could display both looks. Totally forgot, slipped my mind, so I'm going to have to play the long game. I'm going to need to get another Baron Corbin figure sooner rather than later. We did get Queen Zelina, another one in Elite 99 here. Looking good. And then the last thing, I'm looking around, the last thing I picked up this week, and I ordered this with the Boogeyman Chase, was Hulk Hogan. I got another one of these. Just one of these great figures that I really do like, and there's so much custom potential out of this one. So I figured Ringside got some crazy sales. Now it's time to pick this bad boy up, and that's exactly what I ended up doing. So I got the Hulkster here this week. So a big pre-holiday warm-up for weekly purchases. Of course, next week's weekly purchases, I think, falls on Christmas. So hopefully you guys will enjoy your Christmas with me. Join in. We can hang around the Christmas tree. We can show each other our Christmas presents, things like that. I don't know. It sounds good, but I don't know if that'll be the case. But we will have some stuff, I'm sure, next week for weekly purchases. And hopefully you guys do subscribe to this very channel. And you do like this video. As you guys know, the old thumbs up, it does help the channel. I see you guys out there that thumbs it down the minute it posts. I always do get a little chuckle out of that. Because there's always, before I launch it, there's always an immediate thumbs down. I always think that's kind of funny. They didn't even watch it. What are they doing? But nah, I'm not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. That's just the way it goes. But hopefully you guys do subscribe to the channel. Give the video the old thumbs up. And of course, don't forget about the Patreon. We talked about that at the beginning. Truly is the best way to support the channel if that is your thing. And then you can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then you can follow along on social media at SirPaul64 over there on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. And of course, you know what I'm doing. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way to Monday Night Raw and the Christmas week. And I'll see you guys all real soon.